Hi, welcome back to the science program. We asked the people of Maastricht which scientific questions they would like answered. We all know the movies where robots live alongside humans or where they take over the world. Technology is already all around us, but how close are we actually in having robots live among us? This episode we will discuss the question from the public: what does the future look like with robots? In healthcare, robots already play an important role. Robotics can be found in genetic testing, cancer research, data collection, and robotic surgery. And in some countries, robots even come to a patient's house where they, for example, monitor the patient's health, remind them when to take their medicine, or call the doctor if necessary. Some of these robots can even read emotions and ask how a patient is feeling. So robots are quite helpful in healthcare. But doctors have to be careful that they don't rely too much on the technology. This may have terrible consequences when there, for example, is an error in the system or an error between the communication of robot and man. Therefore, doctors think that it might be some time until robots completely take over their jobs. Robots are also popping up in transport. I'll bet you've seen the videos of self-driving cars, and companies are now also trying to invent self-driving trucks. These trucks will be unmanned, or a robot will be sitting behind the steering wheel. The trucks will be either fully automatic or will be driven by a trucker remotely from a distance. Self-driving vehicles will hopefully lead to more safety on the road and to less accidents. But in the case of self-driving trucks, a lot of jobs will get lost as well. And truckers in America do not think that robots can deal with all the circumstances that truckers have to face on a daily basis. Furthermore, it is predicted that boring and repetitive jobs in industries or in companies will completely be replaced by robots. Of course, this will make life a lot easier for humans and we can do whatever we like, but a lot of people will lose their jobs and have no stable income anymore to support their families. In America, a universal basic income was proposed as a solution. This idea included that everyone will be given a basic income unconditionally of what type of work they do. Another solution might be to organize retraining programs or to force companies to pay higher taxes if they replace employees with robots. In any case, there is no denying that robots will be part of our future. Therefore, another interesting question might be if we can become robots ourselves, or, as the public asked it,
I would like to know if you can upload the brain or connect the brain to the internet directly.
Well, the shortest answer is maybe. A human brain consists of 86 billion brain cells that are called neurons. And each single neuron can create thousands of connections or synapses that generate electrical signals. In order to upload a brain to a computer, first every single neuron and every connection have to be scanned and mapped into a connectome, which are all the connections in the brain together. Projects all over the world are working on making a map of the human brain in the fields of medicine and healthcare. In 2012, scientists succeeded in creating a connectome for the roundworm C. elegans. This was then made into a computer software and installed into a simple Lego robot. The robot could move around freely without any further instructions programmed into it. The robot could receive a sensory input and give a motor output. Scientists are now also working on creating a connectome for the fruit fly brain or a mouse brain. But is the connectome alone enough to upload a human brain to a computer? No, it's not. The connectome does not reveal how neurons behave in real time or how neurons regulate behavior. Beside the connections, synaptic weights should be taken into consideration. Synaptic weights refer to the fact that synaptic connections are not equal in strength. The more two neurons communicate with each other, the stronger their connection becomes and the more likely they are to transmit signals together. Furthermore, it is important to know if neurons excite each other or if they inhibit other neurons. Also, the forming of new neurons and new connections should be taken into account, since this flexibility is important for learning and memory. Moreover, the influence of modulators, such as neurotransmitters, have to be taken into account, because these might change from time to time and they influence the behavior. For a human brain, it might take an extremely long time to find a whole connectome, and even then, it would be quite difficult to interpret it. But imagine, what if we did get a complete connectome of the human brain with all the information about behavior needed? Would it then be possible to upload this to a computer? If we get the whole connectome, then a computer model for every single cell has to be made. This can then be converted into software, which can be installed onto a computer. However, we do not have the right computers yet that can run a complete human brain at the same speed as an actual human brain functions. In 2012, however, the first steps were made. IBM Research made a simulation called True North that was run onto the IBM Blue Gene Q supercomputer. This system simulated 530 billion neurons and trillions of synapses. The True North only ran 1,500 times slower than an actual human brain. In order to have a human brain uploaded to a computer and have it fully function as an actual brain, computers would need to have the ability to process information at a speed of 400 kilometers per hour, because that's how fast our brain can transmit information. But of course, that's not it. If we have the connectome and the right computers, what would the world then look like? And would we see those computers as humans? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.